feel like every video lately is like a spot the difference. If something is different, either we're in a different place, we have different blankets, something is different, something is off. It's like playing Where's Waldo. Okay, no, it's nothing like playing Where's Waldo. Hello everyone, and welcome back to A Little Catholic Boost, a daily reflection on the readings from Mass. Thank you so much for being here today. I feel so blessed to have you, and thank you for joining me in prayer. We will be taking our meditation from the first reading for today, which is from the Acts of the Apostles. To give you a very brief kind of summary of what happens in this reading, we see Paul and Silas going into Philippi, which is a very predominantly Roman area. And they're kind of trying to fly under the radar, but they get called out and are whipped and beaten and thrown in jail. And while in jail, they're like singing and praying and rejoicing and everybody's listening. And in the night, a huge earthquake hits. It destroys the whole jail. And the jailer is so distraught because his one job is like making sure everybody stays in the jail. And he wants to kill himself. He's so upset because he thinks all of the prisoners are gone. And then Paul's like, hey man, like, we're here, don't worry about it. So the jailer goes to Paul and to Silas, and he ends up at the end of the story converting with his entire family, which I think is just such a beautiful way to end this reading. So I was pondering kind of what to focus on while I was reading this, and the idea of just like the jail itself really struck me. And it made me wonder, who in this story is truly the imprisoned one? Who really is in a jail cell? We look at Paul and Silas, and they come into the town and are beaten. They're thrown in jail. They survive this horrendous earthquake that destroyed the entire building that they're in, and they probably could have died. And yet, all throughout, they are joyful and loving and singing the praises of God. The other character that stood out to me was, of course, the jailer. After the jail fell, the reality of the consequences of losing the prisoners and that weight of the pressures of the world were so heavy on him after surviving that earthquake that was it for him, and he was ready to end his life. It made me think that the people who are far too invested in this world, and we ourselves, when we become far too invested in this world, create our own jail. Paul and Silas and Christians in general can go through life despite the troubles, despite the trials, and they can still praise and worship and bring others to love God and spread joy. When we put our priorities on things of this earth, we realize how shaky of a ground that is. Because when it comes crashing down around us, we have nothing else to grab onto. But we, as Christians, can rejoice in the fact that we can be thrown in jail, beaten, killed, have all of our things taken away from us, and yet, because we have Christ, He gives us joy, He gives us love, He gives us hope. And we will never, ever be imprisoned because Christ makes us free. I encourage you today to not put your faith in things of this world, because it will always lead you to despair. And be grateful that you have this gift of freedom from our Lord. And let it move you to live every moment, no matter how hard, even though times are hard right now, in love and rejoicing. That is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like and comment and share and subscribe and hit me up on Instagram, and I don't know, just have a wonderful day, guys. God bless, have a wonderful day, and may we all ever grow in love of the Lord. Bye. Okay.